how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. It's so good to see you. Oh my god. Basically what I was saying was like in the pit, right? We had to like fight to the death. It was like totally crazy. And I almost lost. But then literally somebody like threw a banana peel, right? And it was like so funny. Like they literally slipped and then like fell on their own sword. So I like won. It was crazy. Anyway, hi, how's it going? How are you? Welcome back to my channel, my domain. Hi, my name is Jordaline. In case you didn't know, I'm like literally an icon. It's like no big deal. I just want to talk to you about all the books that I have that I need to haul. There's quite a few, so let's get started, okay? First things first, I'm the realist. Second things first, just in case you don't know, I do have a Patreon. If you're interested in joining that Patreon, please go ahead and check it out. We do reading sprints all the time. I might release Alex/Dawes fanfiction from 9th House. I release Patreon exclusive reading vlogs and content all the time. Check out my Patreon, see if it's for you. If it's not, like no big deal, but if it is, welcome. We'll be so happy to have you. So this book haul's a bit strange. It's a bit different. It's like it's really hodgepodge of everything. I have a lot of fantasy, I have some horror, I have some weird shit. Let's do it, okay? Let's start with the book that I'm going to be reading for my Patreon book club in February. That is Grady Hendrix' How to Sell a Haunted House. Everybody and their mom has been waiting for this to come out. Everyone and their mom is so excited to read it, and like I get it, Grady Hendrix is like that bitch, but I'm a bit apprehensive but also really excited because I haven't actually read a Grady Hendrix new release since Southern Book Club. I honestly never read Final Girls. This is about Louise, right? Louise finds out that her parents quite tragically have like passed away. They left. They're gone. After finding this out, Louise is heartbroken, of course. She loved her parents. Her parents and her were like this, okay? They were besties. She's really bummed out about having to leave not only her husband and her child, but like her job, her house, everything to go sort out all of their stuff. And what's even more of a bummer is that Louise has to also deal with her brother Mark, who's like basically like a deadbeat. He's kind of like the family black sheep, the family mistake, the family bummer, you know what I mean? Louise is like, ugh, I have to like talk to him and like deal with him and like be his like mom. It's like weird. Like get a job, like god. It says some houses don't want to be sold, and Louise and Mark's home has other plans for both of them. I don't know what that means. I don't know if the house is gonna be like haunted. Either way, I'm excited to read this with the patrons. I'm excited to see if it's actually like spooky, you know what I mean? Also, me and this book look really cute together. I mentioned in my last book haul that I bought this, by the way, which I'll link down below, that I bought this series except for the first one. I had to order it because they didn't have it in store, but it came in the mail, and that is the Assassins Apprentice by Robin Hobb in this like limited edition deluxe type of moment. Like it's literally stunning. Also, the spine is stunning. These books are gorgeous. They have color in them, first of all, but then they're also illustrated. I'm sorry. Excuse me? Like that's literally stunning. So I have this. I'm very excited to read it. And then for Christmas, my best friend, my bestie, Samantha from my manga space, sent me this book, which is Wet Hot Allosaurus Summer. We're also reading this for my Patreon. We're gonna be reading this in February because it's like Valentine's Day, and like what's more romantic than a dinosaur and a woman falling in love? Like literally nothing. Also, it has like coloring pages, so that's fun. But this is just like a love story between like a woman and her dinosaur boyfriend. Like it's gonna be beautiful, it's gonna be stunning. I'm very excited. The next books I want to show you might have been a mistake. Maybe I shouldn't have bought them. I had literally never heard anyone talk about it, although I think Erin from Booked and Busy messaged me and said that she was gonna read them. I can't remember, but it was like a very spur of the moment thing. Like I just liked the covers a lot. I bought them all, okay? God. They were also like on sale, and that is the Elric Saga by Michael Moorcock. Also, Michael Moorcock You couldn't have like changed it and been like Michael Moorco or like Michael Moore Core or Michael Moore Cork, you know, like it needed to be Moorcock. Michael, why? Michael, why? So I have Elric of Melonbone, which is the first book, which is stunning. And then I have the second book, which is Stormbringer, which is even more stunning. And you're thinking, wow, how can this get any better or worse? And then I have the third book, which is The White Wolf, which is absolutely gorgeous. Are you joking? They're stunning. And the back, also didn't realize with these books that there's more images on the inside of Dust Jacket. Michael. Michael, this is stunning. Like, Michael, you know what? Honestly, I'm okay with you keeping the last name Moorcock. Like, if it means that we get shit like this, like, I'm okay with it. I don't really know what this is about. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was feeling my fantasy. I was feeling the fantasy, and I thought, let me just buy all 3 books because I can. And I want to, and they were in stock, so I just had to. I had to buy all 3 of them. It was the law. All I really know is that these are like high fantasy about this king named Elric who's albino, and that's all I know. Also, he's kind of hot. I'm not even gonna lie, but yeah, I don't really know what these are about. But I'm excited. I'm excited to read them. Also, they have full color pages on the inside of the books as well. I think with these, they're like short novellas, and so they've been broken up, I think chronologically, and put into these bind-ups. I think that's what it is. If you've read these, please let me know. I need to still get the like prequel book. I also have this book, which I got from Book of the Month, I think in like November or something. I literally forgot. I keep forgetting to mention it. And that is White Horse by Erica T. Worth. This is like a horror moment. This is about Carrie. Carrie is a baddie. Like, she doesn't give a single flying fuck. Like, she has like ripped jeans. She likes Stephen King. She's like a cool girl, you know? And one day her friend or her cousin gives her this like friendship bracelet, and that friendship bracelet ends up summoning her mother's ghosts and something a little bit more dangerous and like evil. And so it's up to Carrie to like send it back to hell. Not her mother, but like the demon or whatever. I really don't know what to expect from this. I'm not sure if I really understand the premise, but I'm so excited, dude. Like, look at it. It's stunning. From my Amazon wish list, I think I know who. Somebody sent me these 2 books, one of them being The Red, which is by Tiffany Reyes. So this is about this girl named Mona Lisa. Which is, I'm sorry, it's so bad. It's so bad. This girl named Mona Lisa, she basically works and I think owns this art gallery, and she promised her mother on her death, like on her mother's deathbed, that she would never sell this like red painting. But like, you know, the times are hard. So Mona Lisa has to, I'm sorry, it's just such a stupid name. Like, she's obsessed with art and her name is Mona. Are you joking? She has no choice. She has to like sell it. And then this guy shows up and he's like hot and he's like handsome and he's like, hey, Mona Lisa. I'm gonna say that unironically. He says, I'll save your ugly red painting, Mona Lisa, if you submit to me for a full year. And so Mona Lisa is like, that's fucking tempting. That's tempting. I could do it. And it says, the man is handsome, English, and terribly tempting. But surely her mother didn't mean for Mona to sell herself to a stranger. But then again, she did promise to do anything to save the red. So it seems like Mona Lisa is gonna end up submitting to this guy to save this like ugly painting that like literally has no meaning. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to read this. It just seems like it's gonna be bad, and I kind of love that. Somebody also sent me The Thicket, which is by Noelle W. Healy. The Thicket is about this girl named Nora, and basically her brother is dead, right? And he died by getting murdered in this like fun house, haunted house thing at like an amusement park. And Nora is just eaten up by guilt like all the time. Like she thinks about her brother and she's like, it was just so f***ed up. Like he was screaming, but I didn't know that he was being like literally being murdered because everybody was screaming. It was like a haunted house thing. Like, and so she's like constantly just like feeling like shit about it, which is like fair. And so Nora is like, you know what? Let me go back to the scene of the crime. Maybe this can like help me heal something. So she goes back and she's like instantly like, she's like instantly triggered, instantly traumatized again because everything is the same. Everyone's screaming. There's so much going on. People around her who know who she is are like doing like little shit things. And then Nora might also be close to the killer, and the killer might also have come back to the scene of the crime, and maybe the killer might try to kill Nora as well. It sounds so good, so fun. I love these kinds of books that are kind of like, you know, fast-paced murder, you know? I have this book. I feel kind of dumb for showing it to you, but it was $8. And that's my justification. I have The Jade War by Fonda Lee. This is the second book in the Greenbone saga. I don't have the first book. I just have the second book because it was $8 and I was like, I want to check out that series anyway. Might as well pick up the second book while I can because it was so cheap. I have the second book. I don't have the first book, but if you've read this series, please let me know because I would love to see what other people think of it. Yeah, I'm excited to read this. As soon as I get the first book, which is that. I don't think I hauled this, and I got it like months and months and months ago, and I literally forgot. I literally forgot that I owned it, which isn't good. It's not great. And that is Loot by Jennifer Thorne. This cover is so pretty. This kind of gives me like Midsummer vibes, but like maybe like Midsummer at night. This is about this idyllic island of Loot. Every 7th summer, 7 people die. Like they're like sacrifices, baby. Baby, oh my god, I didn't know that we were that close. Oh my god, I'm blushing. Stop. Why did I call you baby? Anyway, each year, the residents of this island of Loot are blessed, okay? They've got great harvests, great weather, great tidings, whatever, you know? Everything's great. There's this girl named Nina who wasn't born on the island, but like married into it. And so it says that she's married to a Lord Treadway, whose family has long protected the island. Nina's like heard of, you know, this day, this like sacrifice for years, but she always thought it was like superstitious. She always thought that it was like kind of bullshit until the day comes where it's like horror and like grief and like just like. And it says that when the day ends, Nina and Loot will never be the same. I'm really excited to read this. I don't know what to expect. It kind of has like YA vibes, but it doesn't sound like it's a YA. Please let me know if you've read this. I would love to know what you thought of it. I haven't heard anyone talk about this, but it sounds really, really cool. I bought a few things, okay? I bought a few things, all right? And I did it because they were cheap. Like, can you blame me? Anyway, so I've seen these books and I've heard a few people talk about them, and I'd like, you know, and since I'm like a fantasy girl, I was like, I need them. So I bought them because I have zero self-control. It's the Jen Lyons fantasy series that starts with The Ruin of Kings, which is stunning. I have the first 3 books. So I have, again, The Ruin of Kings, is The Name of All Things, The Memory of Souls. Do I know anything about these? No. Why would I? What, baby? Why? I'm just gonna call you baby from now on. Baby, why would I? Why would I know? I have all 3 books. I think these are the only books that are out, or maybe it's just a trilogy. I literally have no idea, but I'm gonna read the synopsis and then I'm gonna tell you what it's about so that I can pretend like I'm a good booktuber and like I know things, because I don't. In this, we're following this guy named Kyron. I literally have no idea. And he's basically this like poor guy. He's like poor, you know? Like, I get it. Like, me too. And he like lives in the slums. He's like had to really like steal, cheat, and lie to get where he is. Otherwise he would have like literally died. And then against his will, some people are like, wait a minute, that's like the prince's long lost son. Our main character is like, me? So he goes and he's like, oh my god, okay, this could be like really great. But no, it's actually not what he thought it would be. He thought it would be like really nice and cute to be like rich and like, you know, famous and be a prince. No, it's really not. It says the storybooks lied about a lot of other things too. Dragons, demons, gods, prophecies, true love, and how the hero always wins. But then again, maybe he isn't the hero after all, for he is not destined to save the empire. He's destined to destroy it. Listen, I'm excited. It sounds really, really cool. I'm just really excited to get into like my like female women writing fantasy moment. We have 3 books left. First of all, you've probably seen me talk about this a few times, but that is The House Witch, book 1, and then also book 2. This is basically like cozy fantasy. I think it's self-published. It very much reads like a fan fiction, but I honestly don't even mind. Like, it's not perfect in any way, but I really don't mind. It's basically about this guy. He like becomes the new chef slash cook for this king, and everybody is like, oh my god, you're like such a nightmare, like you're so grumpy, we hate you. But he's like, actually I'm a nightmare, and like everybody hates me because I'm like really rude, because I'm trying to like keep everybody like at a distance because I'm a house witch, and like I don't want everybody to know that I just have like magical powers. Also, there's like a really cute cat named Kraken. So cute. This is the first and second book. The third book is coming out, I think, in February, I think. The last book I have. I'm so glad I found this next book for so cheap and in hardcover, like, and that is Vida Nostra. Oh my god, the cover is stunning. So this apparently is like a dark academia moment. I'm gonna be reading it in my next dark academia reading vlog. And basically I think it follows this girl who one day is like approached by this guy who like asks her to do some weird shit, and she's like, okay, and then he like takes her to a school. I'm like really not selling this to you, and I don't know how to. I'm honestly too lazy to like read the synopsis, but I'm gonna be reading it within the next few months probably. I have hair on my face and I'm really, really excited. Again, let me know in the comments if you've read this and what you thought of it. I would love to know. Thank you. My friends, my family, my familia. Thank you so much for watching this video, for just being here with me during this time. It means so much to me. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit subscribe, because we talk about spooky shit, we talk about creepy shit, we talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. Okay? Thanks. I hope you have a wonderful day. Let me know down below if you've read any of these books, what you thought of them. I would love to know, please. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you stay beautiful and gorgeous, baby. It's weird. I'm sorry. That's weird. Anyway, okay, bye.